Hello and welcome to The Essential Gamer. You're joined by me, Lee, and we are taking a look at a very special review today. Yes, for a game I've been waiting for. Streets of Rage 4. I'm excited. Straight off the bat, Streets of Rage 4 tries to woo you with its very comic book stylized art style, and I must say I am fully wooed. I have adorned my panties to the floor. Please seduce me, sir. Chef kiss. It's bloody beautiful. And there's an attention to detail to all of the little bits, from the bricks on the floor to the rats running, to the enemies, to the character type, to the level, everything, the detail. And you can sort of tell that the art came first and foremost in the presentation, and what came joint first, I would say, was the controls of the beat 'em up itself. So Streets of Rage, this is classic beat 'em up series from the Genesis, Mega Drive era, and it had a very simple control of jump, attack, special. That was it. And what the devs have done is they've added on this with variations to the attacks, variations to the specials, variations of everything, really. I mean, it's all of the same and so much more. It's Streets of Rage but more 4, and they've added some new things in which really do help, and it's great. So the first thing is there are environmental damages to be caused. You can smash enemies into certain things and have certain reactions. You can pick up things like knives. There's so many weapons compared to usual. There's throwable grenades, there's sort of toxic puddles to be caused, fire, all sorts. You can pick up pipes, bats, everything. And the throw mechanics have been changed slightly from it used to be you throw something and you damage an enemy, but now they have the opportunity, if they are the right enemy type, to catch it. Very interesting. Other mechanics put in are things like pendulous, movable objects in the geometry around you which can be used, and the new enemy types really bring something different to what you might have been expecting, as well as their own sort of battle mechanics. So, like I say, you can have certain throwables where you think you're going to have the upper hand, you throw it, the enemy catches it, oh shit, now I'm in trouble, I've just armed the enemy. So I like the fact that they've really tried to stick to the formula and add very subtle but beautifully placed improvements. Elsewhere we see elements of the rest of the series, like the duel mode, where you can go mano a mano against a buddy and take them on with a character of your choice, which is always fun to smack the snot out of your best mate. And if you enjoy the classic series like this, Streets of Rage 1, you can also have the added bonus of playing with those characters on your second playthrough. So as you play through with each character that you get given initially, you will unlock the classic version from all 3 versions of the game. It's another level of sort of fan service that just cannot be. I mean, everything about it, from the writing at the beginning of the game, that's there. Boom, you get that scrolling text of telling you the backstory. From the point where you had the specials in Streets of Rage 2 that are added, they're here in exactly the same form, but they look even better and produce even better results with all of the particle and lighting effects that's been added, as well as individual specials now relating to the character, not just being that police dude that rolls up. You can even change the food that you pick up. Do you remember that? Like the apples and the turkeys and the chickens, you can pick them up. You can change the screen effects to make it look CRT. They've added so much detail that it really does round this out to much more than just a side-scroll and beat 'em up. It's a beautiful experience for new players in the gameplay and for old players. And I know what you're thinking. Does it make the same noise? Yep. As I say, all of these elements, like the new elements that have been added in by the devs, and all of the sort of classic, what you would expect Streets of Rage to be elements are there, and it's married so perfectly together that this really is an example of how to pick up a derelict IP and add your own spin to the point where it becomes revitalized, reimagined, and bloody enjoyable. So in summary, this is bloody enjoyable, it's really good to look at, and it's a hell of a lot of fun to play. If you're a fan of beat 'em ups, if you're a fan of classic games, I definitely recommend it to you. My only criticism is that it is criminally short at 3.5 hours to play through on my own. It will be even shorter with others, but it makes me hungry for more, and I hope that we certainly do get more. As always, if this has been any good to you, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel, because we're always making reviews and other videos for your general entertainment. Until then, my name is Lee, you've been watching The Essential Gamer. See you next time. Goodbye.